Warning, there is a good chance Bitcoin Mike has no idea what he's talking about. Do your own research. Enjoy the show. Thank you. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you like the content. Howdy, folks. Bitcoin not looking too bad now, is it? You know, Bitcoin hit $29,000, I believe it was last night. And of course, we got a dump, one of those, they call it major rejections at 29,000, which isn't surprising. But we are climbing back up, 28,381, not too bad. Ethereum just at about $1,800. Cardano was 38 cents earlier, now we're down to about 37. And Cardano or Litecoin hanging out at 89. I think Theta was at like 103 last time I checked. So everything's pretty much hanging in there pretty nice. Now, we can't lie. We're not going to pretend that this isn't mainly a Bitcoin pump. But I've said this before. I'm going to say it again because I know a lot of people just, are thick-headed and they're emotional. Bitcoin always pumps first. You might not see the alts do anything crazy until Bitcoin hits $30,000, $40,000. So, Crypto Ran said it best today. Now, as you guys know, Crypto Ran is a sleazeball and kind of a scammer, but I do think he's interesting, only because he pumps a lot of scams and he makes money pumping them. And he does the leverage links, but this is true, and what he says right here is exactly what I did last bull market, and I regret it.
Dominance excluding stables. So he takes out the stable coins. He argues that stable coins aren't actually part of the ecosystem. And he looks at that, he says, look, the Bitcoin dominance X stable is now 52%. He's obviously calling for the Bitcoin dominance to get higher and higher. And I really want to take him a bet. To say, I think we've hit the top here. I think we've hit the top. I don't believe that we get much over 50% in the Bitcoin dominance. As I've said to you a few times, I have been in the situation before where we've watched Bitcoin go up. And in the previous cycle, when I watched Bitcoin go up, I watched Bitcoin go up and I watched the dominance go down. And I watched Bitcoin go up and I watched the dominance go down. And I watched Bitcoin go up and I watched the dominance go down. Until eventually one day what I decided to do was I just couldn't handle it anymore. You know, like that meme where there's that like pimple-faced kid and he's like, you know that meme? I'm not even going to try and do it. But that's how I felt. Until eventually, what did I do? Someone says, I was on a 12-hour for dominance. What did I do? I swapped all my altcoins into Bitcoin. And as soon as I swapped all my altcoins into Bitcoin, you know what happened? The altcoin started to run. So I take it, I'm actually in the same camp as this Nebraska Guna guy, who says, eventually Bitcoin profits will trickle into altcoins. Just need to be patient, and you don't need to be the first one in. So you don't have to rush into altcoins. But
anyway, so I agree with that completely. Now is the time to be accumulating altcoins. I don't think now is the time to be buying Bitcoin. You should have bought Bitcoin before. Yeah, if you don't have any Bitcoin, buy some now. But the opportunity is in the altcoins right now. Yes, they haven't really pumped yet except for some. Like XRP has that little bit of a pump. But eventually the altcoins are going to start running, and you don't want to be caught with your pants down, and most people will. So me, like I said, I've been buying more Litecoin, Cardano, and everything. Lately, more Litecoin. And I actually think, if we're just talking about Litecoin, I think Litecoin is going to outperform Bitcoin because of the halvening. Not the Bitcoin halvening, the Litecoin halvening, which is in the summer. So even if you just want to get in Litecoin right now for a trade, you're like, you know what, Mike? I don't even believe in Litecoin. You know, it's yeah, whatever. It'll exist. But you know it's going to double by the time of the halvening. And you can always get in Litecoin right now and then sell it right before the halvening and then buy Bitcoin if that's what you want to do. So, but I do expect by the time Bitcoin gets in the summer, I think we're probably going to be around $35,000, $40,000. And I think most of these alts are going to double. I mean, Cardano if Cardano's not back at $1 by midsummer, I'll be really surprised. I really will be surprised. So we'll see. We shall see what happens with that one. Got to talk a little bit about DataDash. He's still bearish. You know, he's been making these bearish videos ever since 15,000, saying we're going down to 8,000. The dark shadow behind Bitcoin's rally. You know, this is why you don't want to get caught on one narrative. You don't want to be overly bullish, but you don't want to be overly bearish. When you pick one and it doesn't go that way, you've lost all credibility as a YouTuber. And that's why, for me, I don't pretend to really know. except that I really think that Bitcoin's going to do well come next to that happening. But when you do what this guy did, I do believe he will be the example. Guys like Data Dash, or maybe just Data Dash, will be like the poster child of people who led people into the gutter by thinking we were going to get lower prices. Every day, Data Dash right now gets on his hands and knees and he's praying to Jesus that Bitcoin dumps, because his whole YouTube channel, the credibility is gone. Like, just like that. So that's why as an investor and as a YouTuber, you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. I always say Bitcoin could go down to $20,000 tomorrow, but it could go to $50,000 tomorrow. I don't know. I'm in it for the long term, as in next Bitcoin halving in 2024. So it is kind of funny. Cardano. Could Cardano be decoupling from the rest of the market? Well, probably not, but I always like these pumper articles. The Cardano network native token Cardano could set to stage a bullish decoupling from the rest of the crypto markets, according to a top crypto analyst. Sentiment feed in a tweet today. At the time of writing, Cardano is up almost 12% in the last 24 hours. Leading up to this rally, large ADA holders are holding over 10,000, 10,000, or is that 10? Yeah, 10,000 Cardano have added 1.3 billion Cardano to their bags in the last 5 months. Here's this tweet. Cardano has been showing some mild decoupling signs this week, and the number 7 market cap is 8.2 up in the last 24 hours, and addresses holding 10,000 or more Cardano have been accumulating. I always love when people say coins are decoupling. Nothing is decoupling. But Cardano, the thing you want to see with these altcoins and altcoin you're in is, are the addresses growing? Are more people getting into the project? You're seeing that with Cardano, and you're also seeing that with Litecoin. Litecoin Foundation, this is from their Twitter. Litecoin network continues to grow at a tremendous rate, adding over 12 million addresses so far in 2023. So, I mean, Cardano, or Litecoin, is absolutely rocking and rolling. So yeah, Cardano, Litecoin. Don't lose track. And Theta, I don't talk as much about Theta because Theta is one of those lower cap altcoins that is not going to have its major pump until the altcoin rally begins. And that might not happen for another 6 months for all I know. So just be aware. But I am accumulating more Theta every chance that I get. All right, is there anything else going on? And I saw this tweet from Michael Berry. You know, he's the guy who predicted the whole housing crash, which, to be honest with you, really wasn't like a crazy prediction, because I remember, you know, in 2007 saying this thing had to crash as well. But anyway, he seems a little autistic to me. He's all over the place. One minute he's saying we're going into a bear market, then he's saying you should be buying. Like, he's all over the place. Well, now he's back on Twitter and he's saying I was wrong to say sell. So I don't know. I don't like this guy. I really think he's just like some autistic guy who just is throwing a bunch of shit and seeing what sticks. But if you're a big follower of Michael Berry, I don't know if he's kidding or not, but he does say now that he was wrong to say sell. As you guys know, he's been bearish. So look, the way I see it, guys, and I've been saying this since I started making my YouTube channel. Right now, we're in a situation, okay, where the Fed is probably going to raise interest rates one more time. This whole banking crisis is great because the Fed cannot go too much more. So they did the 0.25, and then in a few months they'll probably do another 0.25. That's probably going to be it. That's going to be it with the interest rate raises. That means the stock market rally, once they stop raising the interest rates, or maybe even they'll reverse course altogether, will coincide directly with the Bitcoin halving, which is coming up this time next year. So we are on point to have one of the biggest crypto stock market rallies, more so crypto, in the next year. Because our last Bitcoin rally, we were going into inflation, the economy was a little crazy, they were printing money. They're not really doing that anymore. So I think we're going to see something big. Everything's lining up perfectly. And I do think in the next 6 months, once the Fed is not raising rates anymore and they stop, you're going to see a crazy stock market rally. You'll probably see Bitcoin at $40,000, and that'll be going into the summer. And then we'll probably see a Bitcoin dump back down to $30,000. But at that point, you're going to see a lot of these altcoins running. You'll see Cardano back over $1 and whatever. Ethereum, maybe $3,000 at that point. So everything is lining up perfectly. Now, I was thinking to myself the other day, is there anything that I was saying a year ago when I started this YouTube channel that is not working out? Like, it's not happening the way I thought it would happen. And no. I mean, I thought maybe Cardano would be a little bit higher right now. I'd like to see Cardano at above 50 cents. But Cardano's doing the same exact thing it did last time when I was buying it at 4 and 5 cents. And it ran one of the hard. See, the coins that don't pump as much right now. See, like, for example, I'm not going to run too long about this. Polymatic went down to 40 cents. Then it went to $1.50. Now it's back down to $1.10. When we go into an altcoin run, yeah, you might see Polymatic hit $2.50, something like that, for the initial altcoin run. But it already had most of its run. That's why I don't think buying Matic right now is a good bet. You want to be in coins that have not even had a run. The money hasn't flowed into it yet, like Cardano. Cardano has done nothing. Let's be honest. It's really done nothing. 37 cents right now. Hit a low of, 25 cents. Now we're at 37 cents. Then it hit a high of 40 cents, like a month ago. Cardano is just waiting to get above 75 cents. That's why Cardano is a major coin you should be accumulating. A lot of people say XRP. I don't believe in XRP. Why don't I believe in XRP? Because everybody who bought XRP last bull cycle didn't make any money. And right now you're buying XRP simply betting on the SEC losing this case. Is it worth putting a couple $100 into for fun? Yes, maybe. But it's high risk for very little reward. XRP is going to pump no better than Cardano, the next bull market, if they win the SEC lawsuit. That's the way I see it. So it's stupid. It's stupid money. Do whatever you want. You may do very, very well with it. But all these people all excited right now. I bought my XRP at 38 cents and now it's 55 cents. Folks, that's nothing. That's nothing in crypto. You got in crypto to make 20%? That's nothing. Nothing. Not even worth talking about. Just like if Cardano pumps up to 45 cents or 50 cents tomorrow, we'll talk about it. But it's not like, oh, I'm selling my Cardano, I'm a millionaire. It's like, who cares? It doesn't matter. So you want to be in coins that really haven't pumped yet. And that's why I like Theta, another one for Theta. Has not had its pump yet, still at $1. And Litecoin has had a little bit of a pump. Because Litecoin hit a low of about $50, and then it went up to 100, and now it's at about 89.90. But I do think because of the Bitcoin halving, there's a lot more juice left in Litecoin. You want to find coins there's a lot more juice left in. And some of these coins have already had a little bit of pump. It's not worth it to me. Anyway, that is pretty much it, folks. Let's see what happens. Let's try to get Bitcoin above $30,000. Maybe we'll get there next week. I don't know. But things are looking great. I'm excited. I'm happy with everything. I was buying my Litecoin last week and just hodling my Cardano and staking it and accumulating my Theta whenever I can. Having my VeChain, my crypto gaming coins, some AI projects that I bought a few months ago that I really haven't talked about yet because they're very they could pump and dump at any moment. But now is the time to be accumulating these altcoins. These prices aren't going to last forever. And like Crypto Rand said and a lot of other people, eventually the money is going to flow out of Bitcoin and go into these altcoins, and you're going to be chasing it. And chasing is for losers. Remember, folks, if you're in crypto and you've ever find yourself in a position where you're chasing something, you're chasing a pump because you didn't get in, that means you're a loser. I've been a loser. We've all been losers. But we don't want to be the crypto loser. That's the dumb retail money, the chasers. Let's not be the chasers. For example, Cardano pumps up to 50, 55 cents. Think of all the dum-dums who are going to come flooding into it. No. The time to buy, if you're going to buy Cardano, you buy it now. If you're not interested in Cardano, that's fine. You don't have to buy Cardano. I could care less. But it's almost like, hey, do you want to buy this Ford F-150 for $30,000 right now? And you're like, no. I think I'm going to wait until it hits $50,000. Then I'm going to buy it. Folks, it's stupid. The deal is now. All right, like and subscribe. Talk to you later.